480. This year we sold 1,100 and we're making about 880, so we've scaled production with an extra 450 staff and we're trying to get to 1,000 for next year. So the worldwide demand for aviation just isn't in Australia. You know, COVID's changed the way people think. They don't want to go commercial anymore, they want to have their own timing and go where they want to go when they want to go. And when they found out, you know, this aircraft is available, naturally they've navigated to it worldwide. So Australia's no different. 40% of our sales for the last 3 years have been to new people to aviation. 30% to current owners upgrading, and another 30% to similar people to you guys, been around it a while and looking to get into something a bit faster and a bit sexier. So that's kind of been our market for the last 4 years. Sales are very robust still out next year. We've pretty much sold our whole line next year. We've got a couple available. 2024 is half sold out already.
So you get an allocation to Australia?
We buy them. We have to buy them ourselves off the line. So the factory is out to January 2025 already, if you wanted to order one right now from the factory. But as a distributor, we have to buy them in ourselves. So we've currently got...
Factory in US?
Sorry?
Factory in US?
Yeah. So they make them in Duluth, Minnesota. That's where the brothers started, and it's the coldest, crappiest place on the planet. But they're there. And then they put the delivery center and training center down in Knoxville, Tennessee, where our jet sim is and our simulators for the 22s are. And it's pretty impressive to turn up there in January with the snow. There's 70 Cirruses on the flight line, about 30 jets, and about 40 of these with all snow on them. It's a pretty cool experience to go in and see how big Cirrus is in the States. Everywhere you go, there's a Cirrus on the airfield. It's quite common there. What I thought would be good, it's a bit hard to kind of get everyone in the cockpit, obviously. So I thought I'd do a bit of a test and measure on you guys. If you want to all sit in the cockpit, we could just kind of do a couple of minutes each. The problem is the Aero Club was going to support us with some power, but we don't have any power to turn the avionics on, which you can't do for more than kind of 15 or 20 minutes. So I can't jump in the airplane and show you all the avionics and the cool sexy stuff today. But we've got, you've all probably seen online how the Cirrus looks inside, how it operates. But basically, it's a very procedure-driven aircraft now. You can fly it like we would fly any aircraft, by hand and by gauges, or you can fly it very automated. Whatever your choice or passion is on the day, you can choose. So when I fly for work, I quite often fly very automated, because like today I've got 6-7 flights, and then back to Bankstown just on last flight tonight, or maybe after last flight, we'll see. So I go from here, Albury, a few demos, stop in Canberra on the way home, Bankstown. So when I fly like that, I'm pretty much automated all day, otherwise you're just very tired. So at 600 feet here, I can just press autopilot, and at 600 feet at Albury, I can turn it off and level off and land the plane. And that's probably 20 buttons worth of pushing to get us going. Or I can hand fly it the normal traditional way like we all would. It has auto rudder at 600 feet. So the rudder, you don't have to use your feet in a Cirrus if you don't want to. You can turn it off, use your feet all day, but obviously you won't get too tired by doing that all day. So it's the ultimate aircraft for flying it, so we could go and do a city scenic here right now, do both loops of the city scenic, VFR, slow it down to 80 knots, pull half a flap, do a 60-degree angle of bank turn over and around Parliament House, or we can pull full throttle in and head to wherever we're going to go at 180 knots. It's a very docile aircraft at slow speed as well as at high speed, and that's one of the design benefits of it, with such a low wing and a wide wing. I think that's pretty much. Has anyone got any questions about Cirrus?
Yeah. Normally aspirated versus turbo.
Yep.
Supercharged. What's the cost differences, maintenance requirements?
Yep. Good question. So cost difference to get a turbo is about 200,000 US more. But the turbo's 100, but then you're going to put Fiki on it, the icing, and all the bits and pieces that go with that. So it's about 200 grand more. The difference is this flies at 17,500 feet. The turbo goes to 25,000 feet. The turbo will climb to 25,000 feet at 12 to 1,400 feet a minute the whole way up. This will get to about 14 or 15,000 feet. No, it doesn't struggle. It goes from 1,400 to 1,000. This is still very impressive. Cost of fuel goes from 45 litres an hour to 60 litres an hour in the turbo. The turbo at 10,000 feet costs you more to operate than this. It's a higher fuel burn for the same speed.
So you really want to be getting up and going places.
Yeah, if you have to go, you want the turbo. If you just want to fly, you know, when you can choose when you fly, you go with the 22.
Right. Okay.
The turbo's maintenance is about 20% higher. It's not much. And as I said, this $200 an hour to operate fuel and maintenance, around that, it's probably $240 an hour for the turbo. The annual goes from 8,000 to 5 to 8,000 to about 6 to 9,000. So it's not.
What is that? 8,000 to 69?
So with every aircraft, you have what we call a 50-hour check and a 100-hour check.
Okay.
The 50 hours is just an oil change. That's about $500 to $1,000.
Okay.
And the 100-hour is between 5 and 8,000, depending on what needs to be done. In the turbo, it's kind of 6 to 9,000. So it's just a tiny bit dearer.
Who does them? Are they done by
We have
Cirrus?
service centres. Yep.
Okay.
You can. This is the one good thing about Cirrus. You don't have to go to a Cirrus service centre, but under a warranty item, you do. So they come with 3 years spinner to tail warranty. You can purchase an extra 2 years for 20,000, so you get a 5-year spinner to tail. So anything that's a warranty item, you need to take it to one of our service centres. We have Sydney, Tamworth, Melbourne, Gold Coast, a couple others around the country. But someone on the field here could do your day-to-day maintenance. No problem with Cirrus. As long as they're maintained properly, that's not an issue. It's not like the car industry where you've got to take it to them. Cirrus are pretty good like that. I mean, there's a standard in engineering with aircraft that it doesn't matter where you work, you have to, you know, be at a standard. And Cirrus haven't really had an issue with that.
I have to go.
Yeah, cool mate.
Just found out that I've got an inspection at the house. He's on his way. So
All good.
good to
We'll
see
talk.
you. Yep.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Darren.
no
Thanks
worries.
for coming out.
Thanks, guys. All right, talk soon.
Great. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, good that you did manage to beat the fog in the
Yeah,
end.
thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions before you run off?
Potentially, but I'll get the chance.
Yep. Olivia will be in touch if you want.
I was going to suggest if you really do want power, you can just relocate over next to the others.
Yeah, we could. We're not too concerned.
I've tried to get power out of that. There's no power.
Is there any specific purpose for that cover, or just for the seat?
So
Or
the
wheels
so
cover?
the spat design is strategically around wind reduction, drag reduction.
Okay.
So one thing Cirrus did in 2022, they changed the rear wheel spat design and got an extra 2 knots speed by making the inside slightly curved different. You might have seen that on the video.
We've got Alf and Laurie joining us.
Hey, going Alf. Hey, Laurie. I'm David Crawford. Nice to meet you guys.
Meet you too, David.
Thank you for coming out.
Sorry to miss the first part of your
So the parachute repacks So the top end overhaul 2,000 now on span. So similar to
more stylish than a caravan and a Jeep or something.
I think if we actually in a situation, he probably anyone can put himself into a spin and get out of it.
There you go. It wasn't good.
But he was demonstrating the aeroplane.
Yeah.
Waiting for that to
We've had no, they're not very easy to spin, and we've had a few states. So
exciting.
Okay, so what I'll do is you two
Oh, okay.
styles while we
Okay. Well, it sounds like a plan.
yeah.
Right. Do you want to go on the other side?
Yeah.
Like anything.
It's,
The situation.
you're right, so there's just a handle on the
Yeah, we don't know exactly.
Yep.
and then just come on in
You
here.
shouldn't have been demonstrating a spin. Anyway, as a concept.
I'll help
we
you
don't
in
train
mine.
it. So if he's demonstrating it, he hasn't been
We've
trained.
just got the handle up there.
Right,
So
because it's
just
factory. We don't demonstrate the spin.
Right.
We train to get out of it, obviously.
So,
But he obviously doesn't.
oh,
It's done in the moment to get out of it.
okay. Alright, yeah.
And that happens.
I did the
Do you want to go around the other side maybe? And I'll just both go around.
and he started the demonstrator and I said, no, thank you very much.
So who did the factory course? So no mistakes.
No, thanks. Hope just spoils up the fun, doesn't it? Yeah.
So that's why typically they do the buses there.
Oh, you jumped over.
Oh yeah, so that she can come in. Oh, hang on. Oh, you want to come in? Okay. Sounds good.
Very different. Yeah, no one talks about other spins.
So we haven't been able to
Fatal.
plug in the radio.
Oh, the one.
Even
Oh,
it's a
right.
Garmin 1000.
But it's
But it changed the legislation in this country
wow. Which is
as a
good.
result of that.
Which is good.
So, in what way then?
You're not even allowed to teach incipient spins in a non-aerobatic aeroplane anymore.
Right.
Sorry again.
You are not allowed to teach incipient spins in a non-aerobatic aeroplane.